And normal headbands. And give them a few squeezes, let them know that you care. Selena, I have an essential oil in front of your nose, and whenever you're ready, we're going to take 3 cleansing deep breaths in. I love to take them with them. It helps kind of ground you for the treatment. Can you guys hear me? And sometimes you'll let people go. So it's a great reminder, like when you start the massage portion of the facial, to take a deep breath too. It reminds them to breathe. If they really need some prompting, you can kind of go into like a meditation. And let's focus on your stomach rising and falling. Let your body sink into the table. And really just kind of sets the mood. Be mindful that you're not breathing right on them and you're taking your own. So we've done our compressions, we've done our steps, and fortunately I don't have hot towels or any of the other fun tools that we use in the facial or in the treatment room. So we're gonna improvise a little bit, and I'm gonna leave most of your eye makeup on. But I always love to touch them in the same spot every time I'm making contact. And just do a few figure 8s on the temples. It's okay. And I would have had her take her necklace off too, but we'll just work around it. And I'm going a little faster than normal because of the shortened class time, but I'm going to skip the massage portion of the facial, even though that's one of the best parts of the 5-star, because I'm teaching a whole class on massage tomorrow at 11. So this is our Apricot Mango Cleansing Milk, and I let clients, especially new clients, know what products I'm using on them. And so I'll just pick out a few ingredients and I'll let them know. I'll circle back to her concerns and tell them, you know, you mentioned dryness. This product has comfrey root and apricot oil. It's gonna be super healing and hydrating, and it's really gonna help with the dryness. You also mentioned that you're oily. These ingredients are gonna help balance out your dryness and your oil production. You use this product without water to start, which is kind of unique. And then you're going to go in with your wet sponges to remove. And like I said, let's say it starts the conversation. Say, Selena, I really want you to just relax during this facial. Let's chat after. And I would for sure be using a hot steam towel. I would be using steam.
Start doing cross friction over the laugh lines. And then also come in and do ironing over the lips with your thumbs, pressing and ironing and working the exfoliation and stimulants into those areas of lines. The lips particularly get affected with glycation because it's the first thing that comes in contact with your food. You purse your lips a lot. Your lips also come into contact with a lot of pollution that's in the air. So what does glycation look like here? It's when you see those crosshatch wrinkles that start to form around the lips and the chin. So bringing in your stimulant, massaging it in through that area is super, super helpful, okay? Let's say she said, I have a Grand Canyon on my forehead, right? She has no lines on her forehead. I'm really jealous, so maybe I'll just pinch and hold till they stay, okay? But let's say she complained that was like her main issue with the tissue, right? So what I can do is I'm just gonna press, hold the skin taut with my fingertips, then do vertical friction over those areas. If someone, like our model, comes in with basically perfect skin and it's really annoying, right? What you can do is find the preventative points. So let's say we're not seeing any lines here. All I have to do is do this. It shows me exactly where those lines are gonna show up later on in life. So I can bring my thumb in, lift and press, do vertical friction, or sorry, horizontal friction over those vertical lines, okay? I think it's easy to forget that we can do real massage during other points of the facial than just the massage step, right? So I'm using the massage in this case to really work the exfoliant and stimulation in, to help to plump up those fine lines and wrinkles and help with detox. We're going to go ahead and layer a product over the top called our clear skin mask. So I do what's called like a fire and ice treatment. Okay, everyone go, ooh. Okay, this is my clear skin mask. This feels like ice on the skin. There's cucumber, tea tree, menthol, yogurt. Has anyone here drank like a Mango Lassi? I don't mean like the dog, okay? But like Mango Lassi, like the drink at Indian restaurants. You know how it helps to cool the spiciness of your food? The yogurt in here and the cucumber and all of that will really help to cool the skin down. The other reason I like to do this is it keeps the turmeric energizing treatment moist. I just wanted to say that word, okay? Because anytime you put a powder on the skin that dries out, it can be difficult to remove, okay? And by layering this over the top, massaging it in, it's gonna keep your skin cool and very, very icy, but also make it easier for me to remove the product, okay? So I'm just emulsifying this in. Now while she cooks, we're gonna do hand and arm massage, okay? My favorite, it's really hard to pick favorite, right? Unless it's your kid. That's what I hear anyway. I just have dogs and I'm like, oh, I love you. I'm so grateful, okay? One of my favorite products or mixes to use for the body is called our Yuzu Solid Body Oil. Everyone say Yuzu Solid Body Oil.
Yuzu Solid Body Oil.
Let's say it more excited, right? Yuzu Solid
Body Oil.
Because it was that cult sound earlier again. I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of childhood, okay? So Yuzu Solid Body Oil. So this is sort of like a body balm, but it's much closer to an oil. So it stays solid at room temperature, but and you can use this as a special applicator, okay? When you bring this out and start to emulsify it in your hands, that's so funny that was the funniest thing. I'm like, okay, I'll do that next time. I didn't even know I was gonna do that. But what you do is, as you start to emulsify this, look at how it just melts. Oh, I love that reaction, okay? So you could use this, how many massage therapists do I have? We got a few. You could use this for a massage or for a body treatment mixed in with a body lotion. If you do nails, you can mix this in and do it as a hand treatment or foot treatment. Also, I use this on my legs before I go to the gym, so I get that extra attention, you know, because it gives me like a body glow. Or what's funny is I'm not joking. And then you could also use this as a décolleté glow before you go out. Bring this over her arms, under her shoulders. And I'm gonna add in my body lotion, which is our Stone Crop body lotion, to use as the medium. The most important thing that you can do when you're doing these treatments is set your table up right. You want it to be about where your hands meet your hips. If it's too high, now you have to do this and try to lean over. If it's too low, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna be crouching.
You have to lean over completely. So you want it to be about right here. I bring my massage medium, I know you wanna look here, but I bring my massage medium up onto my forearm, okay? And that allows me to just lean in. Slide. I got really excited with that, so my mic came off, okay? So what was the first important thing I said you need to do? Slide. Not slide, it was
Bring them.
table height,
Table
right?
height.
And then you're gonna bring your massage medium up onto your forearm, and now body weight. So this is also why I never have a towel past here, because if the towel's down here and you're trying to slide underneath, it's gonna grip underneath your arm and rip your skin off by the end of the day. Trust me, I've had to do it, okay? So slide in, pull back, look at the pressure on my fingertips. That's where the money is at. It's these little touches that elevate this so much. Then it's cup, scoop, lift, cup, scoop, lift, cup, scoop, lift. I'll show you on the other side. I don't want to because she's not paying, but I will anyway, okay? So once again, forearm, lean in, slide. And she already has goosebumps, so that means like, what, $100? Okay? To get them to relax, I just put my hand in theirs, do a waving motion, because a lot of people are so tight and tense when you try to start massage on them. Bring the arm back, press. So I just want you to observe my body positioning with this, okay? 1 foot forward. If I'm leaning forward, it's never collapsed. I always have that lower back engaged, and then I rest against the table to support myself. Lean in, pressure, pressure, pressure. Next, we're gonna get out our knuckles, okay? What I'm gonna do is press, come up the forearm, press on the hand, roll my knuckles. And then butterfly. Now while you're here, just go ahead and bring their arm in between your hip and your elbow, okay? And now you can work tricep, bicep. And as you're doing this, if you feel like you're running out of slip, don't be afraid to just grab a little bit more water for your slip. We really want to make sure that the slip continues right above the bicep, because that skin is super sensitive. And if I don't have slip, it actually will hurt when I'm doing this move. Okay, so hand in hip, work on the tricep, bicep, okay? Then while you're here, you're gonna bring the arm back, okay? As you're doing this, just tuck your client in so that they feel super comfortable, because we don't want a separate show, right, as you're doing this, okay? What I'm gonna do is right hand, right wrist. So everyone say right hand, right wrist.
Right
okay?
hand, right wrist.
Now I fold my opposite arm over. See how it's all the way here in the shoulder? Okay? I press her hand into my shoulder, lean back, stretch. And she is like a noodle now. She is so relaxed. Now while I'm here, pull her towards me, roll her forward, and now I can go all the way down to the lower back, okay? So my hand is all the way down on her hip, okay? Right on the lumbar. And what I'm gonna do is put left hand underneath, right hand on top. Why do you think I should do that? Support, right? Because for me to try to do this with one wrist under their body weight would really possibly hurt me, okay? So remember, I'm just gonna lift like this, lean in, hand, under hand. What I'm gonna do is cup, scoop, lift, up the side of the spine. So you won't be able to see me doing this during the demo, because we keep our models covered, but I do have a very important tool to show you what's going on. So one hand goes down, right? What's my other hand gonna do? Go on the top, okay? And then I'm on the side of the spine, cupping, scooping, lifting, lifting, lifting. And then I'm gonna hold her shoulder up Bring the arm back down again, and then on top. Lift, lift, lift. And then as you're doing this, what you can also do, this is like really good for gua sha yeah, she's very comfortable now, okay? So as I've got her here, now a lot of people love to help, right? So in other words, they try to assist you and it's the most annoying thing in the world, but they think that they're being helpful. So if they do that, just press their shoulder down into your arm. So I lift up, bring my arm under, push her shoulder down, hand under hand, cup, scoop up, cup, scoop up, cup, scoop up. And I can even do some stretching from here. So I just lean her towards me. You could even do one hand, open Tinder on your other and swipe left or right, depending on what you want. Some of you are like, yeah, noted, I'll do that. As you're doing this too, you'll notice, okay, I'm gonna do the walk around move again real quick. As you're doing this, I fold, hold, stretch. I come under the elbow like this. See how her arm bends, okay? If I don't do this, when I try to come around, she's just gonna hit herself. Like, which is fun to do with clients if they're asleep. You just go, and they wake up, okay? So instead, I need to bring my hand under the elbow like this. Lift her up and over, lift up and over, lift up and over, and then I'm gonna buckle her arm in like a seatbelt. If I bring it here, she might suffocate. Right? So if they won't stop talking in the facial, just do that, then they can't talk, okay? But I'm gonna buckle her in like a seatbelt. That keeps her arm out of the way. And then just make sure as you're doing this, you're not standing right here, okay? Because if you do have a larger bust line, what's gonna happen? I've actually had this happen in a treatment, okay? So lift up, slide underneath, keep your body supported. I'm gonna show you one other move on the opposite side because you can only see it from this side. So what was the first thing I did before I went in for massage?
Water.
Water, right? Slid in. So let's pretend we had just done everything that I did on this side. My next move, she's looking upset now because I'm not gonna do the other side, so I'll just give her a little love, okay? My next move that I'm gonna do, left hand, left wrist, fold over, lock, lift up, stretch. Stretch. So let me show you how I do this. My strong arm, like that movie, what is that movie? The scary movie. My strong arm is always going to be the one that goes underneath, okay? So I've got her left hand in my left wrist, strong arm under, fold over, I bring my hand onto my elbow. Now I can just stand up a little straighter. Stir the pot, like you do with your frenemies, okay? All right, she is done cooking. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that treatment from her skin. I pulled this towel out early to let it cool off, right? Because she's had a lot of stimulation on her skin. If I bring a hot towel on, what do you think that's going to feel like? Like burning, right? We don't want that. So I bring this in over the skin. Once again, press it into the skin, press it into the shoulders. And then we're gonna do fire and ice massage on the face. Everyone go, ooh. I need more. Ooh. All right, so you have to raise your hand when I ask you this quiz question because I want to know who to give the prize to, okay? What is the hot ingredient in the turmeric treatment?
Cayenne pepper.
I love cayenne peppers too, so I'm going to say we have that in common and I love you. Unfortunately, that's not right. Was that a nice way to let her?
Yeah.
Let someone down, okay? Go ahead and lower your hands. Raise it as fast as you can. Oh. There is some paprika in there. Ginger, and then think of the physical heat. physical heat? Zeolite, yes, everyone give her a round of applause. I will give you a gift as soon as I'm done removing this. Really, really make sure you remove all this, because if you don't get it all off, when you go in to do your facial massage, there's gonna be grit all over the face as you try to do the massage, and just get the granules off of the neck. If they won't quit talking during the facial, just pull, okay? It's a very good trick. And then create a little white pad. And if you need to, use a second towel, okay? So you can use a lot of things for massage on the face with Eminence. You can use any of our creamier based masks. You could use the gels, but they're gonna run out of slip really quickly. You can also use our moisturizers and oils. In her case, she's now had an exfoliant, a stimulant, and a masking treatment just in that amount of time, because we layered. So there's not necessarily a need for me to go in and do another mask, but if I wanted to, I could go in with an anti-aging mask like our Bamboo Age Corrective. Really important. Okay, and that's a closing technique for retail sales. So write that down. I didn't know I was gonna do that, just FYI, okay? So we are going to mist her skin with the Lime Refresh Tonique. If I can find where I said it, if not, we'll use a Stone Crop, okay? This is gonna be more of a hydrating, soothing tonique, okay? Anytime you hear the word Stone Crop, think aloe on steroids, okay? Ooh, we got excited for that, yeah, it's really good. Really good for men as an aftershave to use on the skin. A lot of men too just kind of refuse to use moisturizers. We're getting better at that with our typical clients. But if they refuse to use a moisturizer, just have them mist this into their hands, apply it like a moisturizer on the skin. Okay? Say that again? Leaf blower again? Here, I'll just do this real quick. I know, it's all about her, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, there we go. So the Stone Crop Hydrating Mist, this is gonna lay down some hydration, cool the skin. Then I'm gonna bring in my Kombucha Microbiome Essence. So your essence is your tool. Don't mind me. So your essence is your tool that's gonna work like Velcro or like a magnet to dry your serums and moisturizers deeper into the skin, okay? So I'm gonna press this into the skin. And then what was that serum I said everyone should try? Citrus and Kale Serum, okay? So here's our Citrus and Kale Serum. This is the best smelling vitamin C serum I've ever smelled. 16% vitamin C. What was that special type of vitamin C?
Sodium ascorbate
Wow,
phosphate.
look at that, sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Just take 4 or 5 drops, put it in your hands. I'm gonna give her extra. This also has vitamin E, ferulic acid, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide. So this is sort of like the kitchen sink of everything that your skin needs, okay? And then we're going to bring in our moisturizer. For her, I'm gonna use our Minoi Age Corrective Moisturizer. This is beautiful to do massage with. And I'm just gonna add in the rosehip oil into it. So Minoi Age Corrective Moisturizer, we had you write this down. I'm gonna add in the rosehip triple C and affirming oil. Can anyone say the type of vitamin C that's in here? That was amazing. She just went tetrahexadecyl ascorbic. Right. Everyone give her a round of applause. I'll give you a prize too. So I just emulsify these together. I'm gonna use it as my massage medium. Add a little bit of water. And we're gonna do fire and ice massage. So all you have to do for fire and ice massage, first we have that clear skin mask on, right? And now what I can do is instead of dipping my hand into water, what I'm gonna do is dip it into ice. So I just get a handful of ice. gonna set it right here. What I'm gonna do is start out with more of a warm massage on the chest, okay? So we wanna open up the lymphatic system. See how I'm just pressing down? Then cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. Switch sides, I just touch the ice again. And I'm doing this motion. So hand over hand, press, strain, press, strain, press, strain. And for the neck, we are used to this, right? It's almost like actually, we're used to our hands kind of moving like this, right? The thing is, if we don't move our fingers too and we don't relax our hands, we can't lift the muscles. So everyone shake out the tension in your hands. Warm up your hands. And instead of using fingertips like a mitten, okay, what I'm gonna do is cup scoop. So can you see the difference? Fold my hand, fold. And I'm working from right to left, left to right. Now this level of redness, by the way, is totally normal. Everyone flushes a little bit more, a little bit less. This is gonna be calm down in about a year. Okay. Just kidding, it'll be about an hour and a half at the most. People tend to stay more red through the décolleté and the chest because they're laying flat on their back, right? So that blood collects there, right? So hand on ice, hot, cold, hot, cold. It's like me and my ex, right? Hot, cold. Yes, I have issues, okay? So hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And you don't want to do the cold mixed with the hot really more than 5 minutes. The skin can't really take much more than that. It starts to feel uncomfortable. And now I'm lifting, rolling, and working with muscles. So how different is this from, like, this is great for passing state boards, right, once again. But instead, what if I just let my whole hand melt into the shape of the face? And I'm lifting and working with all those muscles. Then, if we think about those 43 muscles, remember we have at least 43. You've got 3 bands right here, zygomatic arch. Your buccinator or buccinator, everyone go buccinator. You just use your buccinator because it makes you pucker, buccinator, okay? You've also got your orbicularis oris. There's tons of muscles right here. If I'm doing this, that's not working with any muscle, right? So instead what I'm gonna do, bring my thumbs here, create a little heart, and then squish it. 2, 3, 4. So I start really over those bands of muscles like this. Someone move around, press, or this could be like a romantic moment. Turn down the lights, turn. No, I can't go on, I can't. So go ahead and press central. So Lauren or Amy or Autumn, if you could press central or center, something like that.
There.
Now press something else.
Our recordings look better though.
Does this look better? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
keep it. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, go back. The audience has spoken. Okay.
There.
Oh, look
Ooh.
at that. Everyone give them a round of applause in the back for managing my control freakness, okay? So now I'm gonna take the palm of my hand, press it into her forehead. This feels so good just on its own, okay? And once again, use your body weight to get pressure. So see how I'm standing on the opposite side? Press in with my palm, start at the center of the jaw, come up, squeeze your fingers together. What is this called? Ear juicing. So everyone make the noise. You have to make the noise. I know it's dark, but I can still see all of you. Oh, you are doing it. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, okay? So open, close, and then I'm gonna use my palm to work on that jaw. So if you're feeling like they have a lot of jaw tension, that jaw tension is really detrimental to these other muscles here because they all work together. So what I'm gonna do is step down a little further on the opposite side. Once again, lean into the table. I'm just gonna roll my thumb, so see how I'm twiddling my thumbs up? I start at the base of the chin and go vertical, up, 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 up. And then feel the mandible and masseter right here around the jaw. I'm gonna go counterclockwise on this side, okay? And I'm gonna press with my thumb, press with my thumb, press with my thumb. For her, she's got a lot of tension through here. A lot of people are clenchers, they don't even know it. And then scissor open, close, open, close. Next what we're gonna do is the prayer. I pray. I'm just kidding, we're not doing that, okay? So if you're like, oh my gosh, what kind of a class is this, okay? So put your hands together like this. Can you even see me here? Okay, so put your hands together like this. We're gonna start on the center of the chin, scissor up both sides, lift and separate the brows. I heard a few, okay? Lift and separate, start at the center of the chin, lift and separate. And then while you're here, what you can do is use your thumbs and really push those corrugators. Scissor up, press on the sinuses, drain, drain, drain. A lot of male clients will either have a heavy beard line, or a lot of them also like to have just shaved before they come in for a facial, which is always great.
Yeah.
So what you can do for those clients who either you can't massage over their beard, or the hair is too sharp, it hurts your hands to actually massage, is come in through the jawline light like this, rather than heavier like I was earlier. You can still press on the sinuses, drain, and then do more pectoralis and neck massage movements, okay? So where I was doing this earlier, press, drain, press, drain. We were also doing the hot cold, right? So you can do those movements too. I focus more on the shoulders and the neck, so I'm gonna bring the client's neck towards me. So if this was a male client where I couldn't work on the beard line, push, pull, push, pull. Get a really good stretch. Roll your knuckles underneath the shoulder, and see how my thumb is coming in and kneading. And then I'm just gonna press in, drain down. Some of you are looking at the screen like, oh, this feels amazing, okay? Press, stretch. And I repeat on the opposite side. How I transition from side to side, I'm just connecting my forearm with her forehead, roll to the opposite side, push, stretch. For men too, because sometimes, I run out of time to do a scalp treatment in traditional facials. For men, if you're skipping the beard line, that gives you some extra time. Or let's say that the client comes in, they have acne or rosacea, and you can't do a ton of facial massage because the skin's too sensitive, right? Focus on the scalp too. Press. I'm even living vicariously through her, like, oh, this feels amazing, even though I'm not getting it done. So for the scalp, forearm to forehead, roll their head towards you, 4 underneath, 4 on the top, $20. Well, that sounded kind of creepy when I did that. Okay, so let's try that again. $20. $40. Okay. So see how I'm using, so pressure-wise, rather than doing a super light scalp massage like this, which this feels good too, I'm working with the muscles. Because your frontalis muscles that are right here in your forehead, they wrap all the way back. If I use that light pressure, we're not working with muscles, right? So, and just remember, like I feel like the better we get at moves, the more we speed them up, right? We're like, oh, I'm an expert now, I can do this fast. She's not a poodle at PetSmart, so this is not gonna feel good. So slow down those massage movements and then change up your pressure, so it's gonna be light pressure. What did we call this yesterday? The creeper, right? 'Cause it's like, just don't do that in the treatment room, right? Okay. Then spider crawl, hair pull. $100. Okay, hair pull. how do I move from side to side? Does anyone remember? Forearm, right? So I connect my hand with her hand over here, roll her head to the other side, and I just step to the opposite side right here. 4 fingers underneath, 4 on the top. 120, 140. Hair pull. $1,000. If you remember, my favorite rebooking technique is while I'm doing a massage, you lean in and press and go, "Who's your esthetician now?" Well, I could have said that in a Texas voice. Who's your esthetician? Is that a Texas? I don't want to insult anyone. I love Texas. Don't take that seriously, okay? I can't believe I just did that. That's funny. So, while we're here, your other really good tool for massage is your towel. So what I'm going to do is just get a sense of how much range of motion she has. Get some really good stretches with the towel. What I'm going to do is lift up to a double bicep curl. So really good for stretching that neck. Now, if they have osteoporosis or a neck injury, you don't want to do that because you might like lift up and their head just rolls off the bed. Okay, so stay away from this one if they have neck injuries, arthritis, things like that. And then bicep curl, bicep curl. Press and stretch. And then we recenter the forehead. I'm going to just go all the way to the center of the towel on both sides. So both my hands are going to grip the towel. You'll notice it's the folded side that's under her neck, okay? Right under the occipital, so everyone feel that bump at the base of your skull. Right under there is that soft, spongy space. That's right where I want the towel to be, and we want it to be under the ears. Press on the forehead, lift up, lean back. Just kidding, okay? All right, did everyone take away some massage moves and some information today on vitamin C? Yes? If I could ask the back to press all on for the lights. So before